service, we still have to help others. Even though we're going through something, there's always somebody going through something worse than what you're going through. So I told her, I said, we got to keep it moving. Made it through high school, up to her senior year, starting her senior year. After I had a mastectomy, okay? And this is a room full of African American women. And I will say this about breast cancer, in particular in this area, it's the highest instance of breast cancer in the country, in the Washington metropolitan area. I had a mastectomy, and my cancer came back a third time. They told me what I was feeling was a suture. Again, I prayed. I had an abnormal lymph node, which I knew was nothing, but it needed to happen because that morning I went to have surgery. I woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning and God was speaking to me. He was like, have your surgeon remove what you're feeling. Because for 2 years they told me it was a suture. I went into surgery and I told my surgeon, I said, I just really need for you to remove that skin. It may be nothing, but I need you to remove it. Turns out it was cancer growing on the skin that had been, the breast that had been removed. I say that profoundly because depending on where you get your treatment, they don't tell women to keep following up once they have their breast removed. You're not out the woods because it can still come back. I'm standing here telling you that it happened to me. With that happening, with my daughter starting her senior year, prior to her starting at Duke Ellington, one of my mentors, another woman I met through my business. She's one of, well, she worked with the Clinton administration and the Obama administration as a general counsel. And she told me, she's also a reverend, her and her husband, and she told me, Tonya, we want Sydney to apply for that Bill Gates scholarship. Y'all know what the Bill Gates scholarship is? Do y'all know what the Bill Gates scholarship is? College paid for up until a PhD, okay? From the time my daughter walked in as a freshman, I knew she was going to get it. I'm telling you, I knew she was going to get it because I put it out there. I said, God, I'm going to have a way for my child to go to school. But I know you're going to take care of it. Right after I had my last surgery, we were up in Baltimore, and one of my other girlfriends introduced me to a perfect stranger that allowed me to use her address for my daughter to go to Duke Ellington School of Arts. I rented her condo from her for $800 because it has to be legal because they check it out in DC. But this was somebody I didn't know. In DC, a condo for $800 is kind of unheard of in a nice place. The mail was going there. I'm at getting a part, and she's like, Tonya, there's a package that came, and it's a big envelope. And I'm like, can you please open it? And it was that Bill Gates scholarship that my daughter had applied for. Okay? God took care of all that, where, as I told you, I prayed about it, and I gave it to him. I don't question, how things are going to get taken care of, because if you believe, if you have true faith, God will take you through cancer. He'll take you through a dysfunctional family. He'll take you through not having a job, not having health care. As being self-employed, I first got diagnosed in 2003 when I was 31. So guess what? When I started my business, I couldn't even get health care for myself. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? God took care of all of that. And
He will continue to take you.
yes, and he will. And you know, I will leave this. Being an overcomer, to me, is just having faith in God. And knowing that the journey that he puts you on is for a reason. And ultimately, for you to be a blessing to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Because we all have our own testimony, our own walk. And you never know who you're pouring into or who you're giving encouragement, you know, when you're going through something. You just never know.
Yes.
So I will say this, and I'll wrap it up. Thank you for Tony. And
Definitely you, baby. That's right.
and you know, having me, I hope that I've inspired somebody that you can go through a myriad of things, you know, and still walk, still look good, get your hair done, your hair can fall out. You can get new hair. We all know we can get new hair. We can just go to Tony. And, you know, you can still look good, go through something, and not be broken.
That's right.
Okay?
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.